Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm AJ Doyle. This is my very first vlog. What am I doing here? I'm here for work, but I don't want to do that. I want to show you guys some epic car content, and what better way to do that than to take you through the cars that I've owned over the years and what I'm going to be doing with Mitzi. So let's get into that. Car number one. It's always going to be a shitbox, but sure. 2000 Opel Corsa, 1 litre. This thing had like 57 brake horsepower. It was horrendous. That's about it. So, car number two. 2002 Fiat Stilo, 1.4 litre, 94 brake horsepower.
I'm ashamed to say,
I put a BART badges on it. What are you gonna do? But I enjoyed driving it, and it was a great car. Never gave me any issues. Yeah, what else can be said about it? Moving on. So, car number three. This is where it gets good, I think. So I got a Mazda RX-8 PZ, the Pro Drive version, and my very first rotary. What a great car. Look at how cool this car looks. Look at this. So the guy I bought it off had Transformers badges on it, and I'm not a big fan of that, but the interior, he'd also decked out the interior with some like blue LED lights around the trim, and I'm also not a fan of that. But you know what? On this car, it actually was really nice. The car itself was absolutely mint when I bought it. It was a 2007 version, but this thing was absolutely mint, and I loved it. Absolutely great car to drive. I never did any other modifications to it because it just didn't need it. And yeah, except for I think I got a compression test done on it, but everything was absolutely perfect when I got that done. So like, just can't beat it. It was just a great car to drive. Shame I had to sell it, but onwards and upwards. My next car I actually imported from the UK. So this is car number 4. So let's just show it before I actually say the name. Look at this car. A 2007 Vauxhall Astra VXR 2 litre. Now these things are about 236 brake horsepower stock, but I actually got this remapped, stage 1 remap, and it was about 265 brake horsepower. It ran so sweet. It was such a great car to drive. Front wheel drive, but you wouldn't even notice. It was just such a great car to drive. Couple of modifications that I got done to it. I actually got a Cobra exhaust system put in and upgraded the intake system, so I got a K&N air intake and everything installed. I suppose the interior that we got done, I got a full new head unit interior that had the sat nav in it, so it was just a little bit sweeter inside, but it needed nothing else. It was such a clean car. It's great fun to drive. It was basically like you're in a go-kart, but so much fun. Actually, at that time I had 2 cars. So along with the Vauxhall VXR, I had a 2002 Mini Cooper S, 1.6 litre. This thing was hilarious though. I bought it off some chap, and basically it was just kind of to be used as a daily, but yeah, it was just, you drove through a puddle and the engine just completely cut out. So you can be flying down the motorway and literally go through some puddle and the engine would completely cut out. But you could like literally start it back up as you were moving once you got away from the water. So I don't know, it obviously just didn't like water. If anyone knows why that would happen or why it would get flooded so quickly like that, maybe leave a comment, let me know. But yeah, it was just such a dangerous car to drive, but kind of fun at the same time. Okay, so what are we on? That was my 5th car, I think. So after that, actually, I sold both of these cars, and I kind of went without a car for a bit because I started doing some work with my father, and we actually started building custom motorcycles, cafe racer style bikes. So here's actually a couple of those bikes. Yeah, so it was great fun actually building those bikes, and I actually still get to see, well, I still got to see a couple of them flying around town in Dublin and stuff when I was living there, but it was really nice to get back into cars as well. So that kind of brings us to car number 6. I actually loved these cars so much that I got another one. So I actually got a 2007 Opel Astra OPC, another 2 litre, and again I got a stage 1 remapped, and it was 265 brake horsepower. This one actually already had a new exhaust on it, so it had another Cobra exhaust system on it. Funny story with this one, I actually sold this car and to a guy, and it kind of ended up getting a bit wrecked, and my mate Rob bought it back and has actually over the last couple of months has refurbished it, or just kind of brought it back to stock. But as I said, I sold it and I had to get another car, which brings me on to my favorite car that I've ever owned, and it is a 2007 Porsche Cayman S. Take a look at this. So this thing is obviously a flat 6 3.4 litre, 295 brake horsepower, absolute demon on the road. I had to do nothing to it. It was absolutely spotless. The previous owner had every single receipt that you could ever imagine for this car. He even had the original sales receipt, the sales invoice, and it was like 101k or something like that, brand new. And he had every receipt then after that he'd spent on the car for every service, every part that he'd bought, anything that had been done, light bulb, anything. So I love buying cars when you have a history like that, because you know exactly what you're buying, and it's so much easier, and you know you've got a good car. But the Porsche, the Cayman, was just unreal, amazing. If anyone has, if you haven't driven one, just get out and drive one, because it's a seriously cool car to drive. And I'm definitely going to get another one when the time comes. So that brings us up to present day, guys. I did forget to mention my MR2. I am hoping to get another one in the future, so I'll probably have some content on that. But thanks for sticking with me through my very first vlog. I promise there's so much more car content in the next one, guys. I'll be introducing you to Mitzi and our very first mods, so stay tuned for that. Also, go check out my Instagram. The link is down below. And as always, like and subscribe. Until the next one, sláinte.